Y'all, I got this video idea after watching this video called um George Slams Disney Star Wars by Star Wars Theory. Okay, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but George Lucas does not care about Star Wars anymore. Let's be honest. Why are we still, asking for George Lucas's opinion on Star Wars? He sold it, and he's moved on to building a museum, and good for him, because I feel like it's so stupid, because it would be so goddamn annoying that people don't care about his museum but they care about Star Wars even though he doesn't run it anymore. Here's the thing, he sold Star Wars and he mentally clocked out. He literally said, you know when he was asked about Star Wars, of course I've moved past it. I mean, I've got a life, I'm building a museum. Okay, so I realized I didn't explain what his museum was even about. So here's like an explanation. It's called the Lucas Museum of Narrative Arts. He dumped over $1 billion of his own money into it. It focuses on everything from art to comic to film props. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of Star Wars in it, I think. The building looks like a sci-fi spaceship and it's in Los Angeles, and it's been delayed forever but aims to open in 2025. For Lucas, it's his new creative purpose or whatever. So that's what's like annoying, right? Why are we bringing his opinion? Why do we keep asking for his opinion? He's not the one who's running Star Wars anymore, right? The man's not itching to jump back into lightsabers. He's someone who's done, packed up, and at the and already at the parking lot. That's what Chat GPT said, bro. Next, next, let's get on. He said he doesn't like, and there are a few reasons why he clocked out. Because, well, he doesn't like the criticism, uh, and the corporate leash. You know, like being controlled by corporate, like you know. So he said whenever makes a movie, he gets criticized, and that's not fun. He's literally said, you go to make a movie and all you do is get criticized. It's not much fun. You can't experiment, you can't do anything. You have to do it a certain way. That's like literally further proven with like the prequel trilogy and how everyone was hating on it back then. And that's, yes, it's sad, but you know and so let's give him um an opportunity to talk about something that's not Star Wars and something he's actually interested in. And George Lucas, to you personally, if you'd want to come on to my podcast and um discuss your museum, I'm ready to accept this, and you can do like a press run and shit. So he thinks he personally I think he thinks that Disney lost the heart of Star Wars. Of course, he. I mean, obviously, he obviously like watches the movies, right? Like what? And it's his thing, but he's watching it from a third person perspective, right? And he has said a lot of the ideas sort of get lost, but that's the way it is. You give it up. y- You give it up. I mean, bro, George Lucas's words just speak for themselves. Like, like we shouldn't keep holding him to the standard of like, oh, you need to do this, you need to give your opinion on this. Like, oh my god. And then next, he sees Star Wars as Disney's vision, not his, obviously. Because I mean, not obviously, but like what I'm gonna read after this is gonna make that obvious. Like, he literally said Disney took it over and they gave it their vision. That's what happens. It's literally not George Lucas Star Wars anymore. It's Disney Star Wars. And we need to stop bothering that man, bro. But just so you know, George Lucas, if you want to come on my podcast and talk about your museum, I'm willing to accept. And no Star Wars questions asked, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. And my final thing I wanted to say is just, can we stop? Can we please stop asking George Lucas about Star Wars? Because it's not his Star Wars anymore.